What's up, pageant patrons? This is Isaac again, and I have a question for you. Miss Universe 2023, was it a cooking show or not? Because if it was a cooking show, Michelle Dee certainly was not in the recipe, and only Anne has the recipe. A couple of things that I wanted to note is one, she should have been in it, but I think part of it was most of your judges were from Latin countries. So naturally, with more judges being from the Latin countries, they're going to be looking more toward the Latin flavor. I know during the show, we were talking about they were talking about the depth of the Michelle Dee's outfits and all of that. But when you're from a Latin country, you're not going to understand the depth of the uniforms of her outfits. So that was interesting to me. So yeah, most Latin judges. And so kind of up for debate was the swimsuit competition. Miss Nicaragua came out swinging. Now this one is a little bit more subjective because Michelle Dee came out. She had these long strides, really good. But right before her, Miss Nicaragua came out and she was turning and all of that. That one is a little bit more subjective. But both of them did a great job. And so I liked it. I can't understand why she's not in the top 5 because she won Voice for Change. She was one of the gold winners for Voice for Change. She won the Spirit of Carnival Award and she won the fan vote. And so I'm trying to figure out, how did she not get in the mix? Her gowns were absolutely gorgeous. They made a big deal about her evening gown, and I simply don't understand why she was not in the top 5. Another confusing thing to me is this: on the Miss Universe El Salvador website, they actually had Michelle Dee in the top 5, and then roughly 10 minutes later, or whatever time it was switched with Antonia Porcel. And it makes it seem like, even if it was an honest mistake, it makes it seem like it was a cooking show. It makes it seem like someone was doing some fishy stuff behind the stage. I mean, behind the scenes. And so that's why I really can't understand. And it was their official IG account. So again, it just makes it seem like it was a cooking show. The owner says that the winner needed to be beautiful and speak Spanish. So it makes it seem like that they were looking for a Spanish speaker to begin with. Michelle Dee does not speak Spanish as far as I know. She may know, a few words, but as far as I know, she's not a fluent Spanish speaker. So you are already setting up everybody else. And I'm not even just talking about Michelle Dee. I'm talking about all of the other ladies from all of the African countries, the Asian countries that can't speak Spanish. You're basically negating what they're bringing to the contest because you've already said, oh, I need a Spanish speaker. And quite frankly, I just don't think that was right. Latin TV was also calling it this is what I took from it, was Miss Latino Universe 2023, because over half of the top 10 were from Latin countries. Everybody knows I love the Spanish countries. I speak a little Spanish myself. All I'm saying is there was a lack of diversity in the top 10. And so when you have that, but again, when you have mostly Latin judges, they're going to be thinking about it from that aspect. I have no problems with that. But again, let's bring a little bit more diversity to the top. Here's another problem I had with it. As an American, I had to watch it in Spanish. Or look at it on YouTube, because there was no American affiliate that carried it, as far as I know. It was not on any major channel. It used to be on major networks here in the U.S., and it was not, which kind of surprised me because normally they have some sort of a TV deal with at least one of the big stations, and that just wasn't the case. So. You know me, I have my notes here, and one of the notes I had was diversity and inclusion. And so if we want to talk about transformational leadership, it seemed like one of the top gold winners, either Michelle Dee Miss Angola, or Miss, what was the third one? I can't, right offhand, I can't think of what the third one is. It seemed like one of those three should have been at least in the top 5, because transformational leadership is dealing in the lives of people. And so then all of a sudden they're doing it. They won the award. They got an award for a gold winner for it. But neither of those were in the top 5. And again, I have to question, what do we really mean by transformational leadership? So as we know, next year competition, next year's pageant is going to be in Mexico. So it almost looks like it needed to be somebody from the Hispanic culture, because Miss Universe is trying to cultivate an even bigger base in the Latin countries. Whether it's a cooking show, I don't know, but it sure makes it seem like it is. So those are just a few thoughts for me, and just one oddball thought. Can you, in your comments, can y'all let me know what y'all thought about Miss Nepal? Let me know what you guys think about that, and I'll take a look. And I just want to. There's something that I'm thinking about, but I kind of need you guys. I need some feedback from you guys. Let me know what you guys think about Miss Nepal. So just kind of my thoughts as to why Michelle Dee was not in the top 5. Do I think she should have been in? Certainly. But and she should have. I really think she should have won the crown, actually. But despite all of that, she wasn't. And so, we're going to be gracious. And so all of you out there that have, said, congrats to Miss Nicaragua, who did win. Thank you for doing that, because we still want to spread kindness, even though we're a little bit upset about a few things. And so even though she didn't win, and so but congratulations to Miss Nicaragua. She's gorgeous, and I know that she's going to be an awesome queen. So hey, you guys have been awesome. You guys take care. Peace.